Yeah, yeah. So the producers can't figure out the audio, and it's fucking ridiculous. Like the YouTube audio sounds like shit every time, and you know what? I'm getting kind of sick of it. You know what? Okay, so we're back. We're back. We're back. Technical issues fixed. I apologize. I was didn't hate the seven word in the North say didn't hate the 7 minute version, but we're back. Mike and the Minifans is back, sounding better than ever. We fixed it. Thank you, CEO. Thank you, Menners. Where do we left off? The dozen, I guess. The dozen. Oh, Roscoe.
Yeah.
I unbanned Roscoe from the chat. He's unbanned. But yeah, I don't know. I love negotiations was. I love that. I love the dozen. The dozen drama was great, and it gave the whole everyone at Barstool something to talk to. Something that Eddie said was, "Does Kirk pull the strings at Barstool? Like, is he pulling the strings? Like, he's in the ear of Portnoy, in the ear of Big Cat, in the ear of all the higher ups. Is he pulling the strings at Barstool? What do you guys think? Tall Minifan, let's see."
I don't know if I would say he's pulling the strings. I just think he's the only one who's like willing to voice his true opinion. So then that just ruffles people's feathers and forces conversations that most Barstool employees probably aren't having in the day out. Where like KFC might think like, oh, like I really fucking hate Tommy Smokes, but he'll never say that out loud. Where Kirk has no problem saying it out loud and kind of generating a buzz in the conversation.
You're totally right. KFC is the least talented on-air personality in the history of Barstool. Like it's clear, it's on record. You know. What do you think? Go ahead, Paul.
I would say it is kind of funny. Like during all the dozen drama, he had Portnoy on multiple times. He had Big Cat on multiple times, and like no one even thought to mention the name KFC. So like the big three is really the big two.
Yeah, is KFC even in the dozen?
KFC was out there arguing that Ocarina of Time is the best video game, and it was 2 days ago. The whole dozen trivia thing happened. He missed the whole thing.
KFC's so irrelevant. He's such a
stinks.
But sounds better. Look at that. People's Republic Coleman. What do you think? Do you think Kirk is pulling the strings at Bar? So like I know Sneakers on Minifandom did say the Barstool stuff is kind of sucks. But I enjoy it. My favorite parts of the show are I like the inside Barstool, and I also like him making fun of the Minifans. Like him making fun of the Minifans is my number one, the best part of the show. But what do you think? Is he pulling the strings at Barstool? Is Kirk really the de facto CEO at Barstool Sports?
No, but I do think he's moved up into that upper echelon, like Tall Man was talking about. Like I do think there is Dave. There's Big Cat, and then there's Kirk, and those are the top three, like the triumvirate basically. And so I don't think he's pulling the string. I just think his weight is now heavier than it used to be, and when he says something, it has more respect than obviously like when KFC or somebody says something. Like anybody pretty much in New York says anything.
I back in the day, when Kirk was trying to go subscription, I said he is a pillar of Barstool, and BA. I think BA is right. He is a pillar of Barstool. So, and Rough and Rowdy. None of you guys went to Rough and Rowdy. I guess you guys don't live there. Kirk, like I was saying, Kirk at Rough and Rowdy looks so happy. I was cutting all the clips of him. He's fucking smiling. Yeah,
I watched.
It seems like he's having a great time.
I watched.
That's
the whole
like the
thing.
closest thing he's gonna get to like WWE.
Sorry, Republic.
Oh no, I'm just like he's always been a big WWE fan, and that's like the closest thing he has to being a part of like that WWE world right now.
Bro, those live events are the best live events there are. Like I've been to 2 of them. They're the most fun live events you could go to, man. It's awesome. It's basically just a big party and there's music playing and people get knocked out.
It's also funny that like Be a Man has these millions of followers or whatever, but he's kind of like a background. He's in the background of these Minifan shows. Like he came up to me at Sacco and he's like, "Oh, BA, I'm a huge fan." And I'm like,
he fell asleep. Why? I had to stay in a hotel room with him for a week. He fell asleep watching a Quantum Kirk episode one night. I took a video of it. I was like, "This is crazy."
Now John sounds fucked up. I think he need to move your mic closer. This is a fucking shit show. I think Coleman and Justin have fucked up all the Kirk Minahan YouTube audios. But The Delaware
want me
show.
to-
No, you guys are good. The Delaware
Actually,
show. Go ahead.
Sorry, go. Obviously, do you want me to start rapping, testing all the mics like Coleman did today?
Yeah, you want it? Go ahead.
Check. Well, I don't even remember what he was saying.
The Delaware show. Like, how was it? You were there. What was behind the scenes? What did you think, tall guy?
It was great. It was like my
Behind the
first.
scenes.
I guess my second live show. I was at Plymouth, and then I went to the Delaware show. But it was great. There was a little bit of a hangout beforehand, kind of like a walking into, I don't know, like a weird like high school reunion almost type feel. But then the subway was great. It was super tiny. It was funny. We were driving down, and there's a Massachusetts license plate in front of us, and we're like, oh, like they're definitely going to the show. They pull up next to us, and it's Blind Mike and Justin. So I'm like, oh, roll down the window, roll down. I'm like, Justin, like, we're so excited for the show. And he's like pale as a ghost, like terrified. He's just like, I just hope we all can fit. And then he just looked and drove right off. So we were nervous Kirk was going to be pissed off about the size, but he wasn't at all. And the show was great.
Yeah, it seemed pretty good. I like the Mick's girlfriend part. Like, Mick's a complete asshole. You know, like, how does he have I don't know. He seems like a complete asshole.
She's a hooker too, man. She's a
John, you sound so fucked.
I do?
Yeah, it's like your audio's all fucked up. You're not talking, it's not coming through your mic, it's coming through your AirPods.
Oh, I got you.
But like with Mick and that call, that was like, he was like playing a character. Like, he doesn't act like that when it's just them two. You think?
I don't know. I could see him being like, I feel like the world's always against him, you know? Like it's I don't know. It seems like he's like Mick against the world. I don't know. But my favorite part of the whole Delaware show is when Harry called Ziggy a gaslighter. Like you know, the rundown guys, you know, they come back this week with Mutt. I don't know if you guys watched it, but it's funny. Like, Sneakers on Minifans said, "Oh, all these guys are sucking Kirk's dick," but it was so sad watching these guys suck Mutt's dick for an hour. You know, like it was wild. They're sucking Mutt's dick for an hour. I don't know. I guess this is the week of bad internet across the board because their internet kind of sucked. But what did you think? What do you think about? Did you guys watch the rundown at all?
I did. Is my audio better yet or no?
Sorry, John, go ahead.
Is my audio better? I wanted to check. I did watch it, but I just wanted to check my audio is better. Yeah, I watched it. It was just a giant suck dick fest of Mutt, but I mean, Ziggy's been trying to suck that dick for fucking years now. So you gotta take full advantage of that. If Mutt unblocks Ziggy, the Minifan universe will collapse at its fucking roots, though. So I don't want to see that.
Yeah. What do you think? I've lost control of the room. This show. What do you think? People's Republic of Coleman. What do you think?
Oh, I watched it. I thought it was entertaining, but yeah, there was a little bit too much stuff going on. The Dude Perfect thing, I just keep getting involved in that too because I don't know. I'm a big fan of the How Ridiculous people. They're like the Australian version of Dude Perfect. I just think they're better. So I just wanted to get that out there. That How Ridiculous is better than Dude Perfect. So if I get one thing out today, that would like to be what I hang my hat on.
Nice. And Paul Minifan, what do you think?
I didn't watch.
Save yourself an hour.
Yeah.
Oh, save yourself an hour. Trust me.
I'm not a really Mutt guy myself.
Oh man, they were like, would you ever work on the show if Kirk offered you? It was crazy. Yeah, you know, so this is such a fucking mess. I don't know what's got I don't think I'll be in the Ted Sarandos top 5 this week, but that's okay.
Yeah, you're getting sabotaged this week. You're getting sabotaged.
Yeah, your camera's not on now.
I'm just running. I'm gonna go get better headphones, but I'm still gonna be here.
That's awesome. All right. The AJ Soprano interview. So I was saying it's the best. I think it was the best interview from an AJ on the show. The last interview was but I actually really enjoyed it. Like you can tell he's a big stoolie. He knew Kirk and he knew like kind of inside Barstool stuff. But what did you guys think of it? Tall Minifan.
Yeah, I thought it was great. I was curious. I don't think he really ever listened to the show. He probably just knows Kirk from like the ancillary stuff, like the golf and surviving Barstool. Yeah. But I think like at the end, Kirk was almost like rushing him off. Like Rob would have stayed on for another hour, 2 hours, and just chopped it up about Barstool. You could tell he just wanted. He would talk anything. But I thought it was great. It was a good mix of like some Soprano stuff, some life stuff, and some Barstool stuff, and just a good conversation. And great questions from my guy Steve from Gloucester. Got to get that out there.
Steve from Gloucester calling James Gandolfini Jimmy. Why it was like I first was like, who the fuck is he talking about? Like, who is he talking about? He's calling him Jimmy like he's known him his whole life, you know. So
I'm the biggest Steve, literally and figuratively, the biggest Steve from Gloucester stan there is. I think he's the best on the show.
Oh yeah. I like Steve too. I can't deny it, but it was funny. It was funny right after. I always forget his name. What was his name? Rob. Right after Rob.
I think it's Rob. Yeah.
Right after Rob brings up like, oh man, you and Rico aren't back together. What's going on? Like instantly, him and Rico it was almost like Rob planted the seed to mend that relationship. You know, so it was pretty interesting. What did you think, People's Republic of Coleman?
I thought it was interesting. Like as Tall Man said, like I love Steve too. He's just the way he says stuff, like his intonation just like cracks me up. Like that one video he did a while ago where he was like, "What's this? A menu?" And I was just like, it just made me laugh for like 20 minutes. I just kept replaying it. But I thought that was interesting. The Jimmy part, his questions. I mean, it was so on brand for Steve to ask questions like that. I mean, it was great. So, I mean, when they have the celebrities on, usually I can like take it or leave it. But like, I thought that was because Rob was so into it and everything. I thought that was a particularly good one.
I thought he could be I could see him if he was in studio or if he was a more regular guest, like a better version of Greg Poehler, you know, like that like pseudo celebrity kind of guy that's has really nothing going on, because like you could tell he had nothing going on. But also in Minifandom, Sneaks brought up a good point. Kirk has said forever like how he hates Stu Feiner, and Stu Feiner's kind of he doesn't like him, and then AJ goes, "Oh, I love Stu Feiner," and Kirk's like, "Yeah, he kissed me on the lips once," like, so it's it was one of those things. Like I thought he could have been a little bit more like, I thought he could have been like, "Oh, I hate Stu. How do you like him?" You know what I mean?
Yeah, he could have, but I think that might have been just derailed the interview. And I think Jamie was still on there. She would just been like, "What the hell are you guys talking about for 20 minutes?" It would have been kind of like a waste of her time.
Maybe, I don't know. That was the one thing I noticed. John, are you all good now?
Yeah, that was probably all my fault, anyways. Everyone will blame it on me.
Did you guys think that Jamie was upset or annoyed that Kirk asked about Lenny Dykstra?
I feel I don't know. I feel like she wasn't totally into the interview altogether. Like Rob was definitely more of a Barstool fan, and but it seemed like she kind of left after 20 minutes, so she probably was like I don't know. It's probably weird because Lenny Dykstra's a psycho and it's her father-in-law. So. Yeah. But yeah, I thought the Stu Feiner, I thought it would have been better. Because I think if he could have went back and forth with AJ about it, but I actually thought that was one of the better. Like I don't really like. I'm not a huge interview guy. Like with John, what did you think about the interview? I guess you're getting headphones at the time. Yeah,
I'm not a big interview guy. I just skip right through them, but I'm happy Sneaks did call him out for that Stu Feiner stuff, because I don't know. It's just good to catch a guy like that, but I'm not an interview guy, so I'm not going to be very helpful here.
Rob sits on the couch all day. He has nothing going on. That's what Sneaks said.
Okay, yeah, it seems like he just has the best life in the world.
Yeah, if you're a Sopranos fan and you're just really into Barstool, you have nothing going. Like, you have nothing going on.
Yeah, he says he doesn't have to say I don't like Sue. It's when it's when he said to Robert to make him sound like he loves Sue. That's lame. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. He's like, oh, he kissed me on the mouth and stuff. But let's get into let's switch it up a bit. So Montante this week on the show says says of course he's tried his own jizz, right? So he says of course he's tried his own jizz, and I was like, is he saying like he's tried it maybe like you jerk off, gets on your hand, and somehow gets in your mouth? But he was like making it seem like he was doing like the only science experiment he's ever done in his life, where he's jerking off into a beaker, he's putting on like his jizz goggles and his jizz and like science vest. Science vest, and he's like testing jizz, like he's putting it in a tablespoon and testing it. So it was like, what didn't it come off like he's like it's not like it wasn't an accident. I don't know. What did you think, People's Republic?
So first of all, have you guys not tried your own jizz?
I've definitely tasted it by accident, because I could like remember, I could like think of like, oh yeah, I tried it by accident, but like never intentionally, you know.
I have, and I said I texted Montante immediately, said it's great. I mean, how else are you going to find out if you like it or not?
Yeah, like I feel like everybody probably has at some point, like
just a little like,
like when you're young and you're like, what? And,
yeah,
you know, it's natural curiosity, I think.
Yeah.
Interesting. What about you, Tallman? Did you ever try one of your tall loads?
No, never tried any of my own cum. But I think the bigger thing to come out of that exploit was him saying John from Scranton can suck his own dick.
I heard that. I don't know. I just think he just throws me under the bus any chance he gets, which I respect. But I said I've tried, but I could hit the tip. So
okay,
yeah.
So
you could hit the tip when you suck a dick. Sucking your own dick?
I hit the back of the throat when that's gone. I texted Montante immediately when this happened, though, and I was like, I love that he's throwing these things in there, because Minifans are the biggest prudes in the world, and like, I don't know, I love that he does that shit.
Did you lie on your back and move your legs towards you, or did you go towards the legs?
I did the back thing
with the yeah.
That was in high school.
I know. I've tried
the new grooves. You know,
it could have grown a little bit since then, John. You might be able to a little more than the tip now these days.
But I have gotten much less flexible and much less worthy of trying.
See, that's where maybe made out with a broad after a blowjob. That's Sneaks is right. That's what I'm saying. But that's what I thought it was
snowball.
Confused duck. BA trying is just the same as much DUI being an accident. This is I'll take the heat today.
Yeah, was that a sensitive topic for you today? Were you upset about that?
No, I was just when he was talking about it, he was talking about it like he does it. Like I was picturing Montante as a scientist, like jerking off into a beaker and fucking, and then like inspecting it and giving it a little taste. And,
You got a little notebook.
Yeah, like I said,
definitely made it seem like it was more than just a one-time little.
Yeah, that's like, what I'm saying.
Yeah,
Montante, big conservative guy, but has a little bit of a little bit of liberal in him.
Those are the ones you have to look out for, man. You never know.
That's what Roscoe said, lab coat and goggles. You know,
trust the science, Montante.
People were asking, and can you suck your own dick?
I've never tried. I can get back to you in the DMs tonight.
Let us know.
I feel like it would either like be really easy or really impossible for him. There's no middle ground.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. I had a friend when I was growing up that said he had to run up a ladder and slide down when he had to jerk off. I never understood the physics of it, but I loved it.
I also thought Justin's Montante impression was great. Like, It was one of the better things he did. And didn't Justin say? I could be confused with Justin or Willie G, but didn't Justin say back in the day, John, on Discord that he jizzed onto chicken patties and ate it?
Yes, 100%.
When he said that, I was thinking, why hasn't anyone brought this up? Like Justin, I'm pretty sure has jizzed onto chicken patties and ate it, and no one brought it up. So,
which sounds like something Willie G would have said, but no, it was actually.
I don't know if it was Willie G.
No,
yeah. So I'm pretty sure we'll throw that out into the world. Did Justin jizz on chicken patties and eat it? So
yeah, and were they
vegan? There's allegations out there. My good friend Mick needs to convince the guy he's 14. A Portland live show rest would be in the running for funniest show moment ever. I just don't think Mick has it into him to actually like finish something he starts. Like look at the Saudi podcast, look at Beyond Average, look at his relationship. He can't even propose,
He's good buzzing. He's good at buzzing during the buzz. Like it's just when the light turns off, you gotta fear with Mick, because like it just disappears then, and that notebook comes out. Worse than Daver from Hull ending shows.
Yeah. Actually, David from Hull messaged me and says you have to bring up the audio issues on Mike of the Minifans. So kind of fitting, we had a bunch of audio issues to start.
That was a bit though. That was a bit.
It was a bit. You see how it sucks when the audio sucks to view this? This is what the fans, 10,000, 100,000 fans are going through. What these 77 people had to go through right here. But it seems like Coleman was working all weekend to fix this. This is what I like about Coleman. He's a hard worker. He's trying to fix it. I don't know if he knows what he's doing because he was on the call for 4 hours. But the audio issues, like it was Gus actually holding it all together. Like the anytime they brought in a Zoom, it echoed. Warden said I had a video back in the day about Justin's jizz patties. Pretty sure he had it all set up and didn't go through with it. Let me see if I could dig it up. Oh, that would be great.
Journalism, bro. That's journalism.
That would be great.
That was organized. But about the audio issues, BA, you brought up a good point. Coleman was like there all day today, and he made that video, and he was checking the audio, and like, I don't know if I do audio, you can't tell by this show, but that once again, that was a bit. But the audio was perfect on every one of those mics. It sounded perfect. And like I texted him, I was like, yo, the Rodecaster saves that shit. Just have a bass. So like he's spending days, they're not in studio fixing the problems. So can't say the kid doesn't care.
Oh no, he definitely cares. And I noticed too, the Barstool like main pages are this week was very heavy into the Kirk Minahan promotion, which I like because like he said, if he's pulling the strings, if he's the de facto CEO, you got to promote the guy. And but the audio issues, I hope they fix it, because even when Lauren Compton's on the show, the audio is all fucked up, and it's hard to listen to. But I don't know what do you guys.
What it was the fact that they started streaming to another place, so like that just jumbles everything up, and then these issues arose. But it's like then you see what skills they have to fix it, and it took a week. But hey, we'll see what happens Monday. But from the looks of that video, he had it pretty down pat, and he's like he's
but
been.
That
going
wasn't even the issue. Justin Mike's one, but the issue is when you
I understand that
someone in,
but that's just merely an internet issue. Like that, Justin had that figured out when he said the Comcast guy is coming. So the fact that clipping like that happens is because the internet. The sound issues is because they don't know how to use a soundboard. But he's learning how to use a soundboard. So
yeah, I have faith in Coleman. What do you think? People's Republic Coleman. You must be a big Coleman guy. So.
Yes, I have faith too, and as funny as that clip was today of him, like rapping in every microphone and stuff like that, it was. I thought it was really cool that he was there on a Friday grinding out and trying to fix it and everything like that. So I think if anything, that shows just like how willing he is to, even if he can't do everything right now, that he's willing to try and get better and everything like that. So I really appreciate that he's doing that.
That's awesome. Paul Guy, what do you think?
If I was his boss, he'd better be there on a Friday, bro. You know, like after this week, you better be there Friday. Go ahead, tall guy.
I was saying, do you think like the promotion from the main page is like, I don't want to say because of Coleman, but like they're like, oh, like Coleman's our friend. Now that Coleman's on the Kirk show, like not that Coleman's directly texting them like, hey, promote this, but they're like, let's promote our pal who used to work here.
Yeah, definitely. I think that's definitely has some aspect to it because you needed that guy that's like that's what John Rich was pitching on. Like, oh, I could be that that gap between Barstool and Coleman probably knows a lot of those guys. Probably won out to the Ramrod with a couple of those guys. You know, like so. Yeah. So but I like that. Coleman's working hard. So also the boner pill friends segment. I thought that was the song. The song was great. People's Republic Coleman, you're the one that found the actual song.
Yeah, I found the actual artist on Facebook and reached out to him and figured it was a good time to practice a little bit of my Spanish. Like I was fluent in high school, so I wanted to get back into it, and I figured why not now? So I reached out to him, and now we're actually friends on Facebook and stuff like that. So
that's how we found it.
Yeah, me and Pablo are boys.
Wait, you know the guy that made the song?
Yeah, we're friends on Facebook now.
You gotta get him. That would be fun. That would be funny. Like if he came to Portland and did a live rendition of Friends.
Fuck no Exit 4, bro. We got Pablo.
We got Pablo. Like that would be so funny.
Friends. That song's
in a little spacesuit out there.
That might be my summer song. It's a bop.
But it's funny, like those are the kind of things I like about the show. Like Coleman brings up a stupid topic, like, "Oh, have you ever seen a 2-hour commercial before?"
Yeah, and
then it turns into Kirk calling this boner pill company, trying to get some info, and then we get friends, and it's taken over the internet. I thought the Axe had some friends. Oh. Yeah.
Kind of is.
Can't believe this is working. Look at that.
We can just put this on low and continue. I hope only by this is a bad one.
It's a banger. This song is that's funny. Friends.
Some of the best bits on this show have been when they call companies.
Let's go, Jack Coleman. Warden sent the Axe the video of Justin and the chicken patties. I don't know if she has the ability to put this on. Or if you send it to John, he could share a screen and put it on.
I could do that too.
If the Axe can't do it. I think we need it. We need to get it. We need to get this chicken patty thing. Because that was the first thing I thought of.
People's Republic was the artist aware that this company was using their music?
No.
It
seems like they're gonna. I told him about it, and he was just like, "What?" So
they're gonna get sued not only from like Justin when his penis falls off, but also from this artist.
Yeah, I think their company is probably based out of somewhere deep in a Caribbean jungle or something like that.
That's like the big scam right now is just pushing these things. So it's
So like Viagra became the patent wore off, so it became public domain. So now all these companies they're basically marketing companies, and they just like Get Roman, all those Lemonade, all them. They're just slanging out generic Viagra.
I got it.
It's funny. John and Warren says we need to get this chicken. We need to get this chicken patty thing. We have. John has it.
I can share the screen.
Axe, can you share John's screen and he can play it?
I wasn't.
There we go.
Okay.
Is it up? Oh, good.
Yeah.
Have you tasted your own semen?
I tasted my own semen. I personally have not.
How?
But listen, I remember. This is going to sound super fucked up, but I remember I was in 7th grade, and I was home from school. I think I was sick or something. And, I'm in 7th grade. So it was Jerk Fest, 2009. And I remember making a chicken patty. And I was like, what if I jerked off on the chicken patty and then ate it? I wasn't able to finish because I already did it like 4 times that day. But I wasn't able. But I thought about it. And that's the closest I've ever come. But no, I've never.
What prompted you to think about jerking off to a chicken onto your own chicken?
I don't know, to eat it because I don't know. I was 13 and I was like, oh, this would be fucking something to do.
Wow. Have you tasted?
See, I told you he was thinking. He definitely jerked off. He definitely jerked off on a chicken patty and tasted it. I need Justin needs to come clean here.
That's literally and figuratively. That was a good poll. Yeah. Justin used to be the best Discord person. He used to reveal all the He would just come in there, reveal some family secrets, then leave. He was the best Discord person ever.
Yeah. So that's great. I was happy because I was like, when I was hearing that, I was like, this guy jizzed on a chicken patty. I was screaming to my fucking in my office at work, and then my staff comes up to me. They're like, what are you having for lunch? I'm like, get back to work. Is the Pat Ford versus Steve from Gloucester tiff the least interesting beef on the internet?
Good question.
Thoughts all Minifan?
No. I think Pat Ford has shown some skills with like Photoshop and graphics. I think on the internet it's not boring, but in person, if they're ever both in studio, I don't think we'll see any fireworks.
Oh, that would be the worst. The worst. Like imagine Pat Ford and Steve from Gloucester having it on studio. We might need that. Would be so funny.
I don't know. I feel like Pat Ford though has gotten a little feisty lately. Like he is. So maybe they would have it out a little bit.
He's at the point now where he has to protect his own ass. Like now it starts turning on him, so he has to protect his own ass. So like you can't just be this shiny, bright guy anymore. So we're gonna start seeing some real Pat Ford, I think.
I'm a Drip Lord guy. Love Pat
too.
Ford.
I love the Drip Lord. He's a GVE guy, so he can't.
Yeah, true.
There you go.
The clout gets to everyone. Like Pat Ford seemed like that guy. Like, oh, he doesn't care about the clout. Now he's fighting with Steve from Gloucester. He's mean. He's fucking going up, filling in on the rundown. He's the clout comes for them all. So maybe it's not Pat Ford anymore. It's Pat Clout.
There you go.
That's what I think. I also it's crazy that they're getting like this many views on Rumble. Like Kirk is he texted Dave Portnoy. I'm a big time. They might be the biggest brand on Rumble. I think it has to do with that they're live. That they're there's probably maybe that they're live, so they're getting a lot. But
they're getting a prime time spot.
But it's getting like the two. I thought maybe it was a one episode, but it won like 50,000 views, 90,000 views, and I was like, holy shit, Rumble. Is this the play? Like I feel like you put part of my take on Rumble and it doesn't do any. It probably won't get as much, but you put Kirk Minahan, they're talking boner pills, jizz, Rob Eiler interviews, and
Montante,
and Montante. You had so I don't know Rob Christie is saying those are definitely legit views on Rumble too. So
yeah. They might be how they capture their views might be like YouTube isn't going to have them top of their page. So like when people just click Rumble, KMS is getting a view because they're premiere. So it's like
it's probably like they're saying it's like 1 second. So if you scroll through, you get a view. But that's pretty cool. It's like wow, maybe I'm sure on. There's so much shit on YouTube that they're not even getting 50,000 people passing through, like scrolling through the thing. So I think I see now I think the network's on Rumble. Also it was. Did someone want to say something?
Yeah, I just checked Rumble. This is actually at 25,000 views right now. So the Kirk Minahan.
This is 25.
Wow.
This does.
On Rumble right now? No, I'm just.
I was like, I might run Republican.
You keep talking about jizz.
The jizz patties, man. That was
that gallon. I shit myself every time he takes a drink of that gallon of water. I piss my pants laughing. It's so funny.
Somebody said I couldn't finish it before the show is over, so I've been chugging it.
Yeah, don't let these motherfuckers tell you what you can do.
Well, I'm almost done now, and
That's my boy.
I regret this choice so bad. This is not. My stomach feels like shit.
I was there when we made Justin chug a gallon of milk. It was awesome. If we get the same outcome as that, then we're gonna do good tonight for Rumble.
Beast. Jack Coleman said beast. This was I want to bring this up. Maybe not the best time to bring up should the network be run on the KMS Twitter page with how this show started.
There new guys on here. They have headphones. Shit goes wrong. This is a thing.
I fucked up too because I usually am here like 20 minutes early and I didn't realize the link was sent. I usually try to fix it.
I also came in with my AirPods and all of that sound issue was probably actually all me. So
yeah. So but probably not the best time. But my idea was actually I said it to Metters like 2 months ago when the network was starting out, like, hey, why don't we put Mike of the Minifans on? And we've usually had a pretty good track record, but put it on, I guess, bring people to the network. Nothing's on at that time anyway. Actually, Ziggy Robinson said he thought it was an excellent idea, and he said all the Kirk-centric shows like Mount Kirkmore, Quantum Kirk, Quantum Kirk, the Tiny CEO, maybe, I don't know, whatever shows should be put on there for extra promotion. I think it's something that could help the show because I think like if it's on there and someone's scrolling by Twitter, they're like, "What the fuck is this?"
It's not
like,
a question or not if it will help the show. It absolutely. You and I know for a fact how much it helps just going on the Twitter time. Like it boosts your views by like 30. Like it's insane.
It would help the network for sure. Like,
the network, yeah, not a question. But the show
but
itself.
I think it would be. It's kind of funny to see, like, if you're just like if you're just a casual person that follows the Kirk Minifans show on Twitter, and then every night they're seeing like, who are these fucking losers talking about Kirk? I think it actually could draw up some other people that could be like, oh, maybe I want to be one of those losers. You know what I mean?
They have like they have two main spots, and you could relegate shows. Kirk gets to pick which ones get the main spots. That'd be good. I like that.
But I think like the Quantum Kirk's the rundown, Mount Kirkmore, Mike and the Minifans, could be something. Could be something on this, but that's it. That's all I had left. But anything from you guys that I didn't bring up?
It's tough of how like good of a week of shows they had with how tough because like some of it was unlistenable. Like the main part of coming out of this week is if that audio isn't fixed Monday, there's like a bigger issue growing here. But like I said, it seems like that audio is fixed. I hope.
Well, the actual it was really when I guess on the YouTube it like kind of skipped forward a bit sometimes. And it's like
the Portnoy interview was on, like if you're watching it live, it was virtual. Like I thought there was something wrong with my phone. Basically, I was like,
I know, me too.
Yeah. So
it always comes through clean afterwards on the podcast.
Well, yeah, that's completely separate recording though. So it's but the fact is like your live stream is one thing, and your post like everyone, the post recording is done in post, so it doesn't matter.
Gotcha.
So
Kane said, "What about the KFC bash?" I think that's in the first 7 minutes of Mike and the Minifans on the other one, the KFC bash. So you have to listen. There's two. You have to listen to both the first 7 minutes and then the last 40.
How much this affected Rico and how he's on the upswing now. Kirk plays with this boy's emotions more than anything more than Chris Clemmer, more than it's wild. I think Kirk isn't the puppet master at Barstool, but when he has the want to go and pull some strings there, he can at any point.
Are you taking calls, John? You want to take calls?
We can if you'd like. Yeah, we could take a couple minutes of calls. We want to play war, but we'll take some calls.
We can take a couple. We'll take a couple minutes of calls because we fucked up the beginning. You
Yeah,
guys can
yeah,
put
let's do
blasters. It's probably not going to work actually.
The beginning of the show was a bit. We were showing you what happens when the audio is bad. We swear that was a bit.
It's actually a bit. It was actually a bit. You're right.
It's
No,
one of
Menner's
those
live.
after
Menner's
school
not here.
specials.
I'm just gonna suck our dicks.
Get
me off now.
Yeah, we talked about this, John, while you were getting headphones. Rico, I think AJ from The Sopranos was the guy that that mended the relationship between Rico and Kirk.
True. One, Christopher Moltisanti almost destroyed the Sopranos relationship, but it's good to see Bob. What's his last name? Iger. That guy.
I think Eiler.
Man, that guy stinks. I would have never watched that. I just don't like interviews, man. I don't care if it's an interview with the Tony Soprano himself. Like, I'm just not gonna watch it. I hate trying to see the person figure out Kirk, and I hate it all.
So. Someone said in the chat, can't believe Gus called Kirk Jerk Minahan playing NHL last night.
Whoa, Gussie bullshit.
It was so funny. We were playing video games with Gus last night, and someone said Kirk Minahan more like Jerk Minahan, and then we all started laughing, and then we're like, "Oh, Gus, that was a good one." He's like, "No, I never said that," and we're like, "Oh, Gus." We were like, "Gus, that was." Gus, that was so funny. And then so he was getting mad. He was like, "No, don't start saying that I called him Jerk Minahan." Oh man. But Paul Guy, did you go to how was the bars? Like, how was the bars like the pre-bar last bar? Was there how was it in Delaware?
So it was like, from my experience, it was kind of like shocking in a way. Well, like, not like, let me explain this. So I guess I forget how big of a person I am because like 90%, 99% of my day I'm interacting with people I see every single day. But then like walking into the bar, we were like the later group that showed up, and everyone just turned and like was like gawking like literally a giant walked in. But then like once everything kind of settled down, everyone it was cool. They kind of 3 different tables. Nipples came up to my table and talked at us for like 35 minutes about golf, about roast beef, and then but it was cool. It was like everyone was just kind of hanging out, vibing. Then we walked. Some people walked over to Subway. Some people drove. It was literally like 200 yards down the road.
Paul didn't go to the bar after. Oh, Freddie Lynn was there. Did you meet Freddie Lynn?
Seems like there was a good crowd at that fucking show.
Yeah, I didn't go after. We headed home right afterwards.
How far of a drive was it for you?
We like kind of flew. It like took us like 2.5 hours to get down, and like an hour and a half to get back. Only there was like no traffic at all.
That's not bad. Calls are open.
Okay, calls are open. We're doing them quick. You have call in 844-906-3800 and call in.
Did you watch any of Rough and Rowdy last night, BA?
No, I didn't.
No. I watched it. It was pretty good at the beginning. The problem with Rough and Rowdy is they get so excited at the beginning, and then by the end, they're like main events, the whole crowd is just worn down and shit. You have to nail the vibe for those shows. 401, you're up.
Oh, well, we got a call. 401, you're joined on Menner's Live, hosted by BA with
401 hung up. 570, which is Branson's area code. So.
57.
What, Jake? Just hanging up on Jake. Call back, Jake. 908.
908.
Hello, am I on?
Yeah.
Yep.
Hey, I just want to say that I think Tall Minahan is sexy fuck.
Oh, all right, Daddy. You ever taste your own
Thank you.
Yeah.
908?
Yeah, I would love to taste this cum.
Okay. Okay.
Have you ever jerked off into chicken patties and ate it as like a mayonnaise substitute?
He left.
Eat a book, Jake. Great Great. Oh, eat a book, Jake. Yes, great line by Pathfinder.
There you go. He loves that. 617, you're up.
617, welcome to Menners Live, hosted by
Hey, I
BA.
got right away. Hey, B, how you doing?
Good. How are you?
I'm good. I think Sneaks made a good point. If you're not gonna I think there's a certain type of guy where if you go make out with the girl after she sucks your cock, what's one piece. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
The other piece is if you're gonna eat cum off of chicken patties or try it, that's only my first point. My second point would be Kelly Keeks. It's a nice little fire starter for everybody. What was she thinking coming out in the beginning of it all to say you're slut shaming me, and she's being bodied by the guy who's a middle school teacher?
Oh yeah, by Ohio State. Kelly Keeks gets bodied by Ohio State and Nate. You know,
I'm starting to respect Kelly Keeks for just throwing her just frail body in front of any train that comes. It's kind of hot. I don't know. It's getting me.
But even John, it's like Taylor Swift. She goes on stage. She looks hot. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
She puts on the scandalous stuff. When you look at Kelly Keeks, if you were to sell, I think it's $30 a month. I do not subscribe. But if you were to sell, hey, this is what I'll look like for $30, I don't think that's slut shaming. I just think it's more so if you want to sell your body, you can do that. But to argue on someone bringing that up, hey, I'm putting my body out there to sell $30 a month or whatever on my own dime, that's weird.
If my titty could pay rent, bro, I'd be showing my titty for the biggest mansions out there.
I would
bro.
too,
Man.
and I'd be fond of it.
You know,
I don't even think it's a slut thing though.
No, I don't think so at all. That's my biggest thing about that stuff is it's finally to the point where they could just be I could go make a bunch of money by just showing a nipple, and fucking good for them, man. I wish I could do that. Might as well.
Hey, even if you're slut shaming a rich, if you're slut shaming a rich slut, then you know.
That's exactly. Can't see you from the top of that pile of money. 587.
587.
Hey, fellas. Just want to talk about three things that didn't come up. First of all, I want to talk about it not being a surprise that John would be into heroin chic Kelly Keeks and her crazy eyes. That's the least surprising thing to come out of all of this.
It's true.
Can we talk about
nice eyes? I like that.
Just how
she has those eyes that look up.
Yeah, she has dick sucking eyes.
Outside when she gets
She would bring up the chicken patty idea. She would bring the chicken patty idea up to you. You know.
What's your second point?
I can tell you, it's no surprise that John kind of gamed this out already. Right?
Yeah.
No surprise.
Yeah. Thank you.
Can we talk about Biodude's meltdown and how Mick, he's not right about a lot of things and he's kind of a bitch, but he clocked easily who Hannibal Lecter would be and who the first one. The bodies wouldn't be cold and Biodude would be sitting there chomping away.
Yeah.
And also, you guys failed to bring up how Montante's stock is Odyssey stock. It's bankrupt. He didn't get a reception at all in this.
Pretty soon we're gonna see a $30. We're gonna see a $30 Montante OnlyFans out there soon enough.
That's true. The Rico Bosco clip where it's Rico Bosco, the Montante clip at Subway where no one's clapping.
That was
Somebody
great.
needs to clip that together. Yeah.
That was it.
To do that, or someone needs to do a side by side. That was rough.
Actually, John, you know where you should. John, oh, sorry. Go ahead.
No. Yeah,
Montante,
great
Montante, I'd subscribe for $30.
The really bad, poor technical quality from we know who, but you guys made the best out of a bad situation.
Well, it was a bit. It was actually we executed to a T. I would say, if anything, great caller, great fucking Canadian.
Once we fixed it, it was okay. The other thing is, John, you should make the video. You know how I sent you?
I know. I made it.
With Montante standing up, looking like he's about to say a speech. You should clip the first part. Oh, Montante's here. No one claps, and then do the speech video.
I basically have that video made so that we could put in any template of him talking after him standing up and not getting any clap. It's
that's
made
funny.
so, and his mouth will move and everything. 570, you're up.
570.
Hello?
Hey.
Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Hello?
Hey.
Is this the Grid Vegas Shopping Network? Hello?
Hey.
Oh.
I want to buy the chain.
Go eat a fucking piece of paper, you fucking
Jake.
loser. Is there any more calls?
Nothing.
No more calls? Okay. BA, who's your ideal lineup for bitches week? So this is like Minifan bitches. Like bitches. So I would say bitch tits red for Maine, number 1.
Good fucking
Big
one.
bitch.
Yeah. Good one.
Yellow shirt guy, bitch.
Oh, wait, you mean bitches? I love how Coleman said that.
You mean bitch?
I didn't mean that bitches.
Who was the guy that wanted to meet Phil at a mac and cheese spot? Oh, Blobe.
Blobe. How about
Blobe?
the guy that Mutt brought up? He said that, yeah, Mutt brought up Blobe today in that episode. That was a big. I can't believe that Ziggy could fit a dick into that fucking.
And probably Fitzy, the number 4 bit. Fitzy.
Oh, there you go. All guys, leave it to us.
All right, no more calls. All right, so thank you so much. Thank you so much for Bitches Week is Woman. Oh, the actress told me Bitches Week is woman. Like ladies. Oh, okay. I abstain. I abstain. I abstain. I don't rate women like that. How about you, John? There's like
my top 4 would be I would love to see Goldilocks in there. Blind Mike's Groupie I want back in, and then I want to go Raw. I want fucking Dee Dee back in there and Lauren Lynn tag team. Let's just fucking air it out again. Let's see where
I'll say B&B.
Oh, damn it. Damn it, BA.
Dax is a beautiful lady, Lauren Lynn, you know,
Aria. We get to keep the
Erica. I would say Erica, number 4.
Ooh.
Hey, Aria.
Hey.
Shirley Luan, Marjorie.
There you go.
That's all I got.
Damn, Daddy. That's a weird bunch. That's a freaky group.
Oh, we're ending it off on Friends.
I'm going to use this at the end of every video going forward now, too. It's such a fucking end of video song.
All right, everyone. Thank you for coming, or not coming. Thank you for watching. Thank you for watching Mike and the Minifans.